now we're at the time where the Hamashiach is getting ready to come.
And hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I am the Lord.
Last words, brother.
Shalom, ma.
All right.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
All right. Shalom. Israel.
All right, shalom, Yasharel. Shalom. Yeah, I was on mute.
Okay.
So this is kind of like an impromptu. We was gonna do this on the Shabbat. We knew this is going to be a very intense lesson, so we wanted to go ahead and just kind of. I know people wasn't expecting it. We had it set for next week, but no worries because this video will post. It'll post when we done and everything. So don't feel like you missed out because it's going to repost. You can always come back and check everything out. So we're going to give a few more minutes, kind of a few more seconds here for the algorithm to pick up here.
That's
all
right.
Yep. And again, I want to welcome everybody on here. Yeah, we still going to do our Shabbat lesson. We just wanted to do this one. It's kind of like an impromptu change of schedule. But hey, lo and behold, it's going to get done. The work is going to go out, y'all.
That's right. Bring it out.
No one's going to be able to stop. No one's going to be able to stop the power of the Almighty. So, and again, this lesson is going to be very intense. So be ready to have your ears blown away. And again, this ain't out of hate because we hate our brothers or we hate our sisters. It's because out of love, and this is what we're commanded to do. The Most High has commanded us to hate evil and uplift righteousness. And right now, we know that we're living in a time where our people are not practicing anything, no righteousness, but all evil. And so, we're living in a time where we got to blow the trumpets, not just me and Brother Aton, but many brothers, across this flat earth, having to blow the trumpet because of our people's wickedness. And, we get tired. Yeah. I wish we didn't have to make videos like this. I really wish we couldn't. I wish, Israel, I wish everybody, now people could be keeping the commandments. And we live in a utopia where brothers and sisters are keeping the commandments. But unfortunately, we're not there.
That's right.
So
get your kids out the room. Get your kids out the room. This is not going to be one of those lessons that you can have your kids in there listening. You can break it down to them later. But, right now, this lesson is going to be about nigger fatigue.
Nigger fatigue, y'all.
The wickedness of our people has reached an all-time high.
And that's coined by the white folks. But you know what? It's getting so bad that everybody is getting tired of the mess. Everybody's getting tired of the wickedness. Everybody's getting tired of the entitlement. And we already know why. And the reason why is because of that. All right, but we're going to go ahead and get into our scripture reading. We're going to go ahead and bring up the 10 Commandments. So as Ak prepares to bring that up, we're going to go ahead and we're going to quote that. And then once we done with that, we're going to go ahead and get in to this hot lesson. And hey, we invite you all to come on. If you want to come on, if you have a issue you want to deal with or a disagreement, as long as a disagreement is coming out of respect, all right, because you know how me and Brother Aton get down. We don't tolerate any BS or foolishness. All right, if you come here with a humble spirit and you're ready to learn and understand, then we're here for you. But sometimes we get people that want to come on and try to act like a donkey, and like the scripture says, we will make our heads hard against yours. Right. So just got to get that disclaimer out there. But as long as you come in humbleness and a willing heart, willing to learn, hey, we invite you to come on, and we'll put the link in a little later.
All right, put it up there.
Brother, you put it up there. All right, good. So just keep that in your foresight there. All right, so
I'll start our reading if you want. I'll start our reading.
Okay, we'll just go back and forth. So Exodus 20, all right? Let's do it.
Verse 8, it says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, right?
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God, and in it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all them that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the seventh day and hallowed it. And now we know that the Shabbat has passed. All right, we are now in the first day of the week, but as a reminder, our people, when Friday gets here, that's our preparation day. That's the day that you need to be cooking your meals, preparing everything, get your little last work in, your little hustle, whatever you do, to make ends meet with your family members. When that Shabbat hits, bam, you're done. You can sit back and relax and meditate and refresh, recharge, and give the Most High all the praises and glory. All right, so we got a good number of the brews on. All right, want to welcome everybody on. And again, for those of you who are just coming on, again, we apologize. We were going to do this lesson on the Shabbat because, but we realized it's going to be an intense lesson. So, like Brother Eitan said earlier, if you just start coming on, make sure your kids are in the other room because we're going to be playing some videos that's going to have some explicit language in it. And so we don't, want them to be exposed to that because this is only for edification. All right, you got anything before we get into it, man?
Nah, brother, we can go ahead and take off.
All right, so I wanted to just share a scripture that you all are too familiar with. All right, so this is coming from Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. And it says, as for, he's laughing because it's one of my favorite verses to read. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead you cause you to err, and destroy the way of your paths. All right, Yashirel, we need to really explain something here. All right, we are at a crisis, and when I say a crisis, the wickedness has gotten to a level where I truly believe that it has reached the Most High. And when something has reached the Most High, destruction is coming, right? Well, let's look at the flood. All right, it took them boys to be so wicked and evil to change the nature of the Most High, to come down on the women, these fallen angels, and to corrupt the earth. And and it's crazy because it's not like they came into the women and all of a sudden the Most High just destroyed them right on the spot. No, man, the Most High allowed them to raise their children to full stature, be wicked for hundreds of years. You see what I'm saying? That's scary. And you got to understand that is a true meaning when it says the Almighty is long suffering. He allowed them boys to carry on in their wickedness. You look at Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah was the original place of sodomy and all kinds of wickedness. Men with men, women with women, kids with kids. It was probably the most disgusting place on the earth, but it was the most popular. And people gratified in the sins, and Lot's wife was still attached to it because she turned into a pillar of salt when they were trying to escape. So what I'm bringing to your attention here, according to scriptures, wickedness, don't think that the Most High is going to destroy wickedness right away because it has to be played out because there's not going to be any excuse. There's not going to be any reason to doubt the Almighty when he brings on destruction for all wickedness. We can't sit here and say, well, the Most High wasn't, he wasn't fair because he destroyed our people. No, he gave us so many chances. More chances than we can ever deserve. All right. The name of this lesson is Nigger Fatigue. There's a reason why we're calling this that. Now, you may say, well, how come, brothers, you're always getting on our people? How come you don't get on the heathens? Well, why do we need to get on the heathens? They're already destroyed. It's this gospel is not for them.
Facts.
We're the ones that's being chastised. We're the ones, according to the scriptures, are the people of the book. So who do you think the Most High is going to hold responsible? It doesn't matter what you can say, okay, well, they kept us in chains, they did this, they did that. Oh, fine. They did. Yeah, they had us all kinds of, they set up the hoods and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, who makes the decision to do the right thing? Who makes the decision whether they want to keep the laws or not? We do. So you gotta understand that you can't go around blaming our enemies for your every demise.
You look at we got to follow the laws.
Exactly.
The whole, that's crazy.
Yeah, we went from a 90, almost 100% marriage rate all the way down to less than a 17% marriage rate. Matter of fact, let me show you what's going on here. Now, this is going to set the stage when we get into this, because I want y'all to look at something here, and we've showed this chart before. You see the nuclear family on the decline. And just so you know what that is, nuclear family, that is a Israelite man with an Israelite woman who have kids that was by that Israelite man, and that Israelite man only. All right, that is the nuclear family that is quickly disappearing. Now, you still have that in America, but it is vanishing. And statistics, if you do the research and if you study the statistics, all right, of the declining black nuclear family in the next 50 years, we're going to be damn nearly almost down to less than 3% of the black nuclear family in the U.S. Now, that's just the U.S. alone, because these other countries, they don't have this issue. All right, they don't deal with this kind of stuff like we're dealing with. But what do you see on the rise? Single black mother-led homes.
That's right.
And what do you think that leads to? No father in the homes. And here we go. Here y'all go again. Y'all getting on the women. See, y'all evil. Y'all getting on the women. What about the men? Y'all need to hold the men accountable. Well, how can you hold the men accountable if you sleeping with the Pookies and the Ray Rays? When you sleeping with low mannered niggas that don't care about you one bit. You see, this is the difference between a righteous brother and a wicked brother. A righteous brother is not going to allow himself to lay up with a harlot. He is not going to allow himself to get a woman pregnant without any kind of accountability. You know, when the scriptures talks about a just man, when it says that he was just man, that means he kept the laws. So when we, the reason why it always seems this way when we're dealing with this stuff is because we constantly have to make you see the reason why men can't be accountable, because you're sleeping with the Pookies and the Ray Rays, and these Pookies and Ray Rays, what they're doing is that they're having the same babies. They're going around to these other women. Now I'm gonna show you a clip that's gonna blow your mind, and I want y'all to listen to what this harlot says. All right, now just to set the record straight, we're not talking about all sisters. We're not talking about all Israelite women here. All right, but the majority of our women have been corrupted. Where the righteous women is like a diamond in the ocean. That's how bad it's gotten, Yasharel. And only if you can see what we see through the spiritual eyes that the Most High has allowed me and Eitan to see, I'm telling you, it will bring chills down your spine, because we're in trouble. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. We are fucked as a people.
I mean, really, when you look at it, right, the nigger fatigue, it comes from single mother homes. And then the reason why we're all getting on the women is because of if the government, well, the way that the government has set y'all up and put y'all in a position, even though that stuff is starting to crash down now, but the way it's been for the last 50, 60, 70 years is they've put you guys in a position to lead the homes. Right. And so what we when we have no men in the home, and Dave's gonna show a video, I'm gonna show a video too. I got one on there that you're just gonna see that this is the normal, this is the average normal black home now, led by these single mothers, and they swear they're doing a good job. but we can tell how the community is destroyed. We have a bunch of effeminate men, right? And then they go out and they want to sleep with the Pookies and Ray Rays, continuously passing around this degenerate DNA, right? I mean, like it's not like we're having the sisters out there that really, having children from brothers that are responsible. Like the 54% that are living in middle class, and they're and they're making above I think it's $54,000 a year, right? They're not really dealing with those dudes, right? You know what I'm saying? They're going after the degenerates, or maybe, now I'm not saying that like, all athlete types are not really degenerate, but but most of the time, very, very few athletes I know was able to ace the test, to go through school at the same time, grab a scholarship or, play ball. Most of them were, they weren't that intelligent, right? They just knew how to play ball. But where school is concerned, right? Now I want to say they're not that intelligent, but they didn't really prioritize, science and math, right? The STEM, science, technology, and math, right? And stuff like that. They didn't really prioritize that because they had an easy ride, being athletic. And there many of our people suffer from that because our people, we're just naturally athletic. So a lot of us, right, we have our mothers and stuff, they're pushing you to try to play ball, when you get into school and not really learn anything really that can, like, for the community, like bring the community forward. So we have a bunch of failed athletes that's on the team. I mean failed athletes that are out there, because you have to be the creme de la creme, the top of the line, right, at the tippity top to be able to make the league, right, to go to college and to make the top teams, stuff like this. But but all too many times that our parents or whatnot, they have sold you a dream, or especially if you, well, my son, he gonna play football, or my son, he gonna do this, or my son, he gonna do that, instead of really focusing on educating the minds or getting us or some kind of trade or something that we can use to try to build up the community. We're not doing that. Everything that we do is selfish in nature because we're raised up in single mother homes, right? And their women in nature, they're selfish. So you're not learning team building skills, right? You're not learning how to master your emotions. You're not learning it. You just learn how to be a nigger. You out there, acting a donkey, breaking stuff in stores, stealing, doing all kinds of stuff like that, instead of actually, being an intelligent Israelite, right? The cream of the crop, which is the way that God had made us.
Did y'all know we are entering into our 4th generation of baby mamas? What I mean by that is that we're in the 4th generation of women having multiple babies by different dudes. Now, if you're 50 and if you're like, I would say around 48 to 48 on up, you're probably that last generation to grow up with their fathers in the home. All right. And I can clearly tell you that when I was growing up, it was very rare to see, like, I only had maybe like a couple of friends who had single parents. But their mother was pretty strict though. So, even though with no father in the home, times were different back then. But it was rare to see that. But now it's so common. And like brother Eitan was saying, with the amount of single-led mother homes, you go anywhere across the nation, the US, and you'll see that they're leading out in that. And this is what leads to a lot of high emotional problems. And brother Eitan had a video he's going to show, and it's crazy. You see these young kids starting to talk like their mothers, dress like their mothers. Ain't that crazy?
You want to play that first? You want to play that video first?
The one you got?
Yeah.
Play that one, man, because that's really going to answer to what you're talking about.
Yeah. Then I'll bring out some scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Stop screen. Yeah, man, this is ridiculous.
That stuff is crazy. While he's bringing that up, and this is what we got to deal with. We're talking about nigger fatigue, and so many people are getting tired of our people. They're getting tired of our people tearing up stuff, terrorizing other people, no reason, just being niggas. It's so bad that we're tired of it. Our people are tired of it. And and I truly believe the Most High put that man in office to tame some of this stuff because it's getting ridiculous. I hate to say it like that, but damn.
I'm gonna play this Israel, man. I want y'all. Hey, man, let me know what y'all think about this right here.
All right.
What is this?
You got like 10 seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this door. 10.
9.
Come on. Bitch, I been knew how to count, ho. Choke 4 out of that. Bad dude ass. You can open the door.
As a parent, I'd be really embarrassed if this was my kid. You get caught stealing in CVS, this is an IQ check. This kid should not graduate 5th grade. He shouldn't be allowed to go to middle school until he can steal.
It's done before we break this bitch.
All right, stop right there for a minute.
Yeah.
Now I got a question. Are all 3 of those kids, are they boys?
Yeah, man. All 3 are good kids are boys, especially the running the green is a boy.
Dang. So look, okay, this is the prime example, Yashua. Look how these kids are talking. They sound just like a nigga woman.
That's right.
I'm gonna put it out like that. Look at that. You can tell it's like they sound just like their mother. And they dress like their mother. Look at that. Is that a bathrobe they're in?
A bathrobe.
Like a bathrobe or something?
That's exactly what it is. This
surprised
video got
I'm
1 million views. This video has 1 million views, man.
I'm surprised.
So 1 million people seeing how people act a damn donkey. That's nigga fatigue.
Crazy. And see, yeah, and I'm surprised these little niggas little niggas ain't got no bonnets on. Or did they have bonnets on? Did one of them have bonnet on? That's crazy, y'all. And see, and this is the kind of stuff that social media is going to show. They're not going to show you the nuclear family because the nuclear family ain't out doing that crazy meth because the fathers have put that foot up their ass.
That's right. Look what they think about our people, right? We're not broke. We're just immoral filth. What a defense. That those kids are 100% going to spend the majority of their lives in prison. We're not poor. We're just trashy. Magnificent defense. 10 years from now, her kids are going to hurt someone, and she will say, my baby never did a single crime. He didn't do nothing wrong. He'll never hurt anyone. Yelling, this is racist. See, man, like, no fathers were present in the making of this video. You know what I'm saying? And the sad thing is that these other communities, they know that we have fatherless homes. They're not stupid enough to think that, oh yeah, the man went out and get the milk and he's gone. But never mind. Hey, let me finish playing the video.
Yeah, I'm glad you showed the comments and everything. That's what they they think, man. Yeah.
That's what they think about our people.
He's going with the bottle?
I will trash this on.
I bet you will. You know what they need to do? You know what they need to do with a situation like this? They got to get the parents, and they got to put the parents in jail.
Well, about that, when the kids eventually got home, the mother decided it was a good idea.
That's the mother, y'all. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is who we got raised in our community, right here. This is how. Come on, man. Y'all niggas laying down with this right here. Y'all making babies with these women right here. That's what's going on out here in Israel, man. What in the world going on?
To make a TikTok.
Yes, you got like 4 or 5 of them little nigglets.
Make sure everyone knew they weren't actually poor and call everyone else broke.
Let me address this mother. Let me sit up. What y'all got to say to them?
Can people stop saying they mama poor, they can't afford food, our mama can't afford food? And second of all, we fully dressed. We got more money than you, bitch. She make more money than you. She got her own house. She pay her own bills. She got more shit than you. You broke. You ain't getting no more shit. And that was.
She pay her own money, pay her own bills. Hey, this is the type of mentality these little niggas is growing up in a single mother home.
And guess who's money?
Why we having problems?
Guess whose money that is that they're spending? That all that money. That's your tax dollar money that they're spending, because they're on welfare. So the next time you all paying taxes, that's where that money is going. And they talking about we make more money than you. We dress well. Yeah. They own government assistance, getting free cheese and butter.
I mean, like instead of whooping their ass for stealing out the store, right? She lets the kids get on here and act a donkey, right? This is why we need fathers in the home. And I'm gonna bring out a scripture in a minute. I'm gonna let this finish playing out though.
It's not food inside the bag. That was snacks and toys.
And if it was, yeah, that's what y'all like the fuck.
Matter of fact, Everybody steal, matter.
But yeah, and everybody in the comments talking about they mama this, they mama.
Everybody steal? What?
But that bitch, my mama did not know they was stealing, bitch. That was not with my mama.
Because there's no way that you are raising your kid the right way and he crashes out in CVS with a bag full of bullshit trying to leave the store. Like, at least teach him how to steal. These kids don't know what the hell they're doing. So they don't even have a dad around that's teaching them how to do it the right way. Their mom isn't keeping them at home. These kids, honestly, like, somebody got to take care of them. The parents are their getaway drivers. Their parents taught them to do this. Well, then their parents need to get arrested because they're dumb, bro. Like, they're dumb.
Man, I'm telling you, Israel. Hey, man, if it was up to me, man, you have a baby outside of wedlock, man, you gotta take that baby, give it to the government, and your ass need to get locked the hell up.
Yep.
Lock you up for about 10 years.
And put that child in a labor camp so they can grow up doing some real work.
Put him in the military and let him be a military weapon. That's all. Anyways, right? The scripture, it says, the eye that mocketh his father and despiseth to obey his mother, the ravens of the valley shall pick it out, and the young eagles shall eat it. Now, the first thing I want to show you is that the very first thing that it says the eye that mocketh his father, right? But in those homes, we don't have fathers, right? Because who sets the rules in the household for everybody to follow? The father does. Yep. So as long as we're missing this structure in the family home, we got these nigger women running the family, running the families, running our children. And look how they're growing up. Everybody still, their mom ain't whooped them, not one time. They're not in trouble. They on there with house coats on, looking like women. The son, his vernacular, his countenance is just like a woman.
Extremely feminine, effeminate, and you see that, and I see it in a lot of these young kids, especially these young teenagers now, and it scares me because it's like they are an emulation of their own mothers and aunties and grandmothers. It's all living together. This stuff is wicked.
And a lot of the scriptures it talks about obeying your parents, right? But the sad thing is that the main parent that you're supposed to obey, it says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise. That is the first commandment with promise, right? That it may be well with thee and thou mayest live long on the earth. Our people are not living long on the earth right now. I think we got the shortest lifespan out of all the nations.
We do.
That's because you don't obey your father or your mother, right? Number one, you don't obey your father because there's no fathers in the home. Sisters have believed in the white man's doctrine that, I'm going to go ahead and be 30. Before I decide to settle down and get a man, being 18 or being 19, 20, 24, whatever, that's too young to be married. I need to live my life. I need to experience some things. What do you need to, what are you talking about? That experience, instead of staying home, staying loyal to one man, who cares how boring it gets, or if he's a mechanic or whatever the hell he is, you're right, or the brother's making $50,000 a year. It does not matter. But the sisters don't want to do that, right? Hey, did you know that the majority of all child molestation, it comes from the woman letting the damn boyfriend in, never from the father of the children?
You have a lot of cases like that too, where they go after the girls, especially if they got girls.
Right? The women want to say that they're the most caring and all this other, man, but they're the one that's killing all the damn babies. But it's the men that are saying that they want they're against pro-choice. Right? So how is this the biggest child abusers are women? Like things, man, we need to wake up. We need to stop and we need to get our children back. Us as men, right? All the brothers out there that don't have their children, right? You need to try to fight and get your children back. This is the only way that we're going to come back up as a people, because leaving them in the hands of the women, we're just going to continuously be destroyed by the enemy. The women are not teaching the brothers, right, and not teaching the children discipline on how to come up and be successful, and to rally against your enemy, or who's God, or who has a God, what the commandments are, how to live, how to control your emotions. You're not getting none of that. You're getting these little nigglets.
I see the writing on the wall, and like I said earlier, we are going into our 4th generation of baby mamas. And just imagine growing up without a father in the home in the 4th generation. See, the government, I'm telling you, the way the enemy fights, y'all, like, we have no idea. They know, they pretty much put a self-inflicting virus on our people. And if you can get a nation of people to be led by a bunch of women, you've completely destroyed them by setting up a false narrative and allowing this stuff to regenerate. But who makes the decision at the end of the day? Hey, y'all don't want to hear it, but women, you have the power over your coochie. I'm just going to straight up and tell you, you have the power. There was a time where a woman knew her worth, and a woman knew her worth was virginity. All right, was being a virgin, staying a virgin until a righteous brother, a man, went to her father in marriage, and asked her, "Hey, could I have your daughter in marriage?" I still remember those days, but it's not like that. And the way that this is going to get fixed, and the way the government the way it's set up, is for now you got all these kids who are being raised up without mothers. They don't know how to be men. How can they be men? Like, I'm trying to scramble it now for us. Our generation, we're eventually going to die out. All right, we're going to die. The real men who've been men, whatever we got left to pass down to the next generation, that's the only thing we got. But look, let's look at the reality. We're eventually are going to die out. We're going to do our thing, and then what's going to be left? What's going to be left? A bunch of little kids growing up to be boys raised without fathers, high emotional, everything. Now, if you have anything else, I was going to bring out this clip, because we're talking about nigger fatigue. I want to show you what's promoting all this mentality of encouraging baby mamas. All right. Do you have anything put out before I go into this?
Nah, brother, go ahead, man. Bring it out.
And I'm gonna show a couple of scriptures too. So y'all got to understand, Yasharel, that a lot of our women have been set up, have been weaponized. All right, and you can disagree, agree, whatever. But if you look at the way this woman is talking on this video, she represents so many harlots that's out there that's just highly sexual, don't care, have babies all over the place, doesn't matter. All right, so let me go ahead and gear this up, and then I'm going to show you a couple of scriptures.
Yo, I'm not getting no audio.
Oh, you can't hear it?
No.
Dang. What about y'all? Could y'all hear that in the if you can hear that, put a 1. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on with that thing. If y'all can hear that video, put a 1.
Hey, make sure when you do click on it, man, you click the check mark to play the video. You know what I'm saying? Like to play the sound of the video.
Give me a second here. Yeah, it's playing. I can hear it on my sound.
I can't hear it on my sound over here, man.
You still can't hear it?
No.
Okay, let me do this then. Let me take this. Probably the earplugs, because before I had them on before. What about now? Can you hear it?
I can hear it now.
Okay, that's why I have my earplugs in. So let me start it back over again.
I like her tattoo. Nah, for real.
Can you say that again?
That's what I want.
Say one more time. Say one more time.
Drug dealers that eat the like a vacuum. I want all of that.
Oh,
You know,
why?
what you mean?
Why you like hood? Like what
I
does
love her.
what do hood do for
Protect
you?
you.
So you feel like only a hood can protect you?
I love me a hood.
Nobody asked you.
I love him to tell me what to do.
So you need somebody that can put you in your place.
Yeah.
I need you to elaborate what's putting you in your place.
Yo, babe, I'm outside. Bitch, you not.
Umar, I don't know if you listening, I don't know if you watching, but this is the shit we be talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how men are supposed to be responsible for the poor decision making that they make in men on a regular basis. That is not a quality man for you. He always gonna lead you down the wrong road.
Me.
Shame you.
Now she a wild animal.
Y'all hear that?
Shit, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody want to deal with that.
You're a wild animal. Talking about nigger fatigue. So you know what's crazy about this is that no righteous brother is going to entangle himself up with that. And see, and this is the problem that's being overly sexualized in our community. All right, you got these women who are laying with other men because that's the only men they're gonna get are the Pookies and the Ray Rays. They're gonna get brothers like who don't care about them. Yeah, they're gonna lay down with them, and they're gonna continue to have babies. You can't expect them brothers to be in the lives of their kids because they're not responsible themselves. They probably was raised by women themselves. So how would they have the ability to even be able to be responsible? All right. And again, this process is producing more out of wedlock children than ever before. All right, which is causing chaos in the community, nigger fatigue. This is why you see an overreaction of people tearing up stuff in their own hoods, just doing all kinds of crazy stuff, twerking at events. It's non-stop. And then you got brothers killing one another because they can't control their emotions. Their emotions are so out of control. Why? Because their households are led nothing but by a bunch of women. Man, this stuff is crazy, y'all. I mean, it's getting worse. And the only way that this is going to be fixed, I'm telling you, I see it, man. The Most High is going to allow this wickedness to increase to the point it destroys itself. You know, expression where I say, you know, it has to bleed out.
Yeah, man.
That's exactly what it's going to do because unfortunately, prayer and fasting ain't going to fix this. It's going to take some serious destruction. It's going to take some serious purging. And that's what we're getting ready to see, y'all. I mean, Ecclesiastes 26:22, a harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her man. That's powerful, y'all. This is what we have lost. This is what we're losing, the nuclear family. And now we're seeing a unprecedented percentage, almost 80% of Black households are led by single mothers, at least with another woman, maybe like the grandmother or something, that's leading the home. Damn. Woo. We're gonna do about that, man.
Well, what can we do about that shit, man? It's nothing.
Man. Let me show you another. Let's go to another scripture right quick. Let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs 23:27. Man, this is serious. The Most High don't play, y'all. Can you see that on the screen out?
Can.
All right. It says, for a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. Again, a righteous brother is not going to entangle himself with the harlot. So y'all can stop expecting, if you got baby mamas, you got kids by multiple daddies, and you trying to get your righteous man, stop it. Just sit down somewhere, repent, and stay single. Don't marry anyone because you can't. And that kills me, man. It's like, damn, you out there, you know, you got all these kids, and you talking about you want a righteous brother, and you get mad when you can't find one. Why? Because you ain't a righteous brother don't want that. Now, there's plenty of Pookies and Ray Rays out there you can continue to sleep with. They'll gladly have you, but they ain't taking a responsibility. Man, I'm gonna show. I got another vid. You got anything, Ak?
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man.
Like, I'm gonna have to cue it right quick.
All right. I got scriptures.
Good. Yeah, bring that out afterwards. I want y'all to. This next clip I'm gonna show you is a woman. About how many children got and ashamed of it. All right.
Oh man.
Now she could just be doing views. I don't know, but I want y'all to see this one, y'all. Let me know if you can hear it out. Can you hear that?
Okay, we listen, but we don't judge.
Okay, let me start it from the beginning. All right.
Okay, we listen, but we don't judge. Yes, I had my first child at 13. I got pregnant at 13. Then I had another one at 15. Then popped another one at 16. Then 17. Then 18. 19, and so on. Yes, I have 7 kids. I'm not ashamed of it, from 7 different men. And I'm currently pregnant right now with my 8th child. And that's by my food stamp plug. That helps me get $3,000 a month in food and groceries. So yes, I mean, I was young, but I don't care. I love 7 kids. And I'm going to continue to have more and more and more.
Oh, man.
Next year.
She would have got put in the fire back in the day.
Yeah, it's me. It is me, your food stamp queen, EBT queen, $3K a month. If you want some stamps, let us put you in a game. Simple as that. 7 kids, 7 baby daddies.
You can even hear kids in the background.
Oh my goodness! What in the wickedness?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. They're not even ashamed to admit it now. Hey, that's their hustle, and get welfare. This is why I pray, Almighty, they completely cut welfare completely. That'll change that whole scenario real quick.
I wish.
We'll see, but that's why the government is going to continue to keep them on, because they know that that's going to continue to destroy the nuclear family structure. All right, the heathens aren't dumb. They smart. They know who we are as a people. They know if they can keep this momentum going, and if they can keep this self-inflicted virus going within our people, we're going to keep regenerating it until the nuclear family is damn nearly extinct in the U.S.
Damn, man. This thing is just getting ridiculous, man.
That's just crazy. If you really think about it, just let it hit you. Let the reality hit you of what's really happening to our people. Y'all, we are being destroyed in real time. And many of our people don't even know it. Listen to what that woman was saying. She don't care.
Why would she care?
Exactly. But that's the whole point. And you have millions of other women who feel the same way, because guess what? Their kids are going to be their love life. Their kids are their joy. So they don't care who they have it from. They don't care if they sleep with multiple brothers. All they want is that security, welfare, and to be able to be loved by something. So by having a baby, having kids is the way to do it.
Facts. I don't know. That's just weird.
It's wicked, but it's wicked. But that's their thinking. That's their mindset. Well, my kid loves me. It don't matter. It don't matter what nobody else thinks. I love my child. My child loves me. My child comes first. And this is why, to you brothers that be out there looking for a woman, that's why we tell you, do not get a woman that got kids, because those kids are going to come first. You ain't going to have no say-so in how you discipline those kids.
Plus, man, them ain't your kids.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not even natural for you to even go over there, even with no woman, with kids from somebody else. Right? That's just like when women try to get like a stepdad, that's just like a, like I would say, what do you call like an innate ability to search for protection of some sort, right? For her kids, right? Knowing good and well that, she needs to go back to the real man that she had the kids by, right? Because that's really the only father for those children.
That's right.
Right. But a lot of times, right, a lot of women, women, period, they're more willing to blow up the family for their own happiness, right, than really like sacrifice for the generation that is to come ahead. Right. And that's just the problem. That's just how they're built. And you as a man, right, without your father to be in the home to teach you these kind of things, or, you know, for you to understand what's going on, right, and how to manage relationships and this, that, and the third, right, we're going to be lost as a people. Right. It's not like they're not going to want to take advantage of what we have, of what the heathens has set up. Of course, who wouldn't want to do that, man? Man, you see it all the time. Just like that one little that idiot football player, right? He had married that damn woman. You know, everybody told him not to marry the woman. The woman was a harlot, right? She was everywhere but inside. Wanted to be outside, wanted this and that, was never happy, always made a face, or, you know, was just never really celebrating the dude. But the dude, you know, he really never paid no attention. But now look what happened. I think she's about to file for divorce for him. Got caught with another player on the team, all kind of foolishness. But then when you look back at it, you see that dude's daddy, he wasn't in the home. Right? Come from fatherless situations. Yep, that's the one right there. The dude, Travis Hunter, right? Fatherless situation. Right? A real father, right? A real father, man, you know, he's going to be tough on his daughter, and he's going to be tougher on his son. You don't want your daughter out there being no harlot. You know, hey, next thing you know, right? Everybody, you know, all the little boys in the neighborhood, they done been with your daughter, man. You don't want that, right? That's going to look bad on your name. Your daughter coming to you and she's pregnant and she's 18. Come on, man.
Man, speaking about the father being on the daughter, man, there was a video I don't know if I sent it to you, you sent it to me, man, but man, the father was beating the crap out of his daughter because he was like, "You want to be a harlot? I think she was 15. You mess with boy. You want to go out there and be a harlot?" Man, he was whooping her, boy, on social media, boy. Man, I wish I would have downloaded that video. But that's what I'm talking about. And see, that's what's needed in the home, because there's something about that father's voice, man, that father's demeanor. Man, them kids ain't gonna do. Man, them kids ain't gonna go off like that. Y'all remember the Good Times, that series called Good Times, based out of Chicago, and dude's name is Amos, and you know, they were poor, but you know what though? He laid down the law, you know, and they stuck together as a family. That's where it was, man. That's where it was when I was growing up. Our people didn't have a lot of stuff, but they had the father in the home to lay down that law.
That's right, brother.
You didn't talk back to your father. Never talk back to my father. You never talk back to your father.
Yeah,
scared to death.
Down.
Now right. your mother on the other hand, you know, that's if you got away with it. But you know, once she told your father, boy, that was it.
Yeah, you were scared.
Yeah.
You don't want to deal with your pops.
And that's what we lacking. We don't have that fear of the Most High in the homes these days, because when you got a nation of women leading children, there's not going to be no fear for God. There's not going to be no fear for the mother at all. You know, you may have some kind of, like maybe reference when you're a little baby, when you're a little kid, but when you become a teenager, you ain't fearing your mother no more.
Facts.
I mean, that stuff goes out the door. You know how many kids that killed their mothers because they didn't fear them, no respect for them. Because a woman cannot teach a boy to be a man. You wasn't built that way. Women wasn't built that way. Now you got these little nigglets, nigger fatigue, out here causing mayhem.
It's sad, man. Damn, it's sad.
And then we want to get mad. We want to get mad when somebody defends themselves and shoot one of them. We want to get mad when a cop shoots one of them because they fussing and acting like a woman, trying to squirm and fight instead of reasoning. Yeah, we want to get mad, but you know what? You can't get mad. I used to get mad when I see people getting shot down by the car. I don't get mad no more. You know, hey, and heathens, they got a right to defend themselves. You know, so if you're gonna act a donkey, they take out a gun and shoot you. So be it.
Facts.
Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help rid some of the these niggas out here that want to do wicked. I mean, it's exhausting, Yashara. And, you know, we get tired of it, and we see it time after time, and it non-stop. And a lot of these women, just like that video we saw with the 3 boys in the bathrobes, the mother's going to come and defend in their honor. No accountability. No accountability. She did not say one time to them boys, yeah, y'all shouldn't be in there doing that, or whoop their asses. She took it upon herself to get on social media to even throw fuel throw more fuel on the flames.
Yeah, that's right. Defending them little heathens. You know what I mean? It's like, that's, man, like y'all don't understand how detrimental it is for these heathens to purposely have put the women in charge of the homes. Every single situation that we see that is coming up now, or as the fatherless homes, right? The damn plane degeneracy that we have, the nigga that's running the streets, the stealing, all of this stuff, right? This comes from single mother homes. The stats are in. The statistics are in. And they want to say, well, blame the men. Well, you really can't blame the men if you got the women raising up the damn men.
Exactly. Because then who those men, those boys grow up, they unbalanced. They don't know how to be a man. That's so when they going out, they looking for a mother. They ain't looking for no wife. They don't know how to fix no tire. They don't know how to, repair a siding on a house. They don't know how to roof a house. They don't know none of that. They don't even know how to change out a circuit or nothing. I mean, this is just simple stuff that you can just look on YouTube and do. But man, old schoolers, we know how to do all that stuff.
And then some.
So yeah.
And then it's missing a generation because the mom, right? She don't want the damn. She don't want the right. She don't want the kids around the father that knows all this stuff, right? Just think about it, right? Most mothers, right? Most women, their jobs are not anything that really requires true brain work, like working with your hands, building the infrastructure, things of that nature. It doesn't require none of that stuff, right? So half the kids that are growing up nowadays, they don't know how to change a tire.
Exactly.
Right. They don't know how to, they don't know how to, put a downpipe in the motor. They don't know how to change the radiator. Right. They don't know how to, change the alternator. They don't know about this kind of stuff because they're getting raised up with their mother. They're not coming out on a Sunday afternoon with their father, right? Helping them work on the car. You're not having that.
The scripture says that, as a child, I spake like a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. But how can you have that when you don't have a father in the home to teach you that kind of stuff?
Right.
And the thing about mothers is that they start very young and they overprotect their children. They overprotect them. Now you got these kids confining in their mother. Well, guess what? They bring that into their adulthood. You got grown men confined in their mother for advice. You don't go to no woman for advice. What advice can a woman give other than hey, what this woman might like, what color dress or whatever, something like that she thinks she might like to get. But outside of that, you can't confine in a woman, especially like Brother Eitan was saying, when it comes to strategic thinking, financial planning. You can't do that. So what happens is that now you have all these grown men. I got to go talk to my mother first. I got to confine to my mother first. Right. 40, 30-year-old men talking about that they got to go confine in their mothers before they can make a decision. What kind of wickedness is that? I mean, is that what we've gotten to? I mean, that's crazy, man. Like, I overheard one brother. He's like, yeah, I got to talk to his mother, confining in his mother. Yeah, I think Brother Eitan fell off there. But yeah, confining in his mother. That's crazy. Hey, if you can hear me in the comment section, put a 1. I want to make sure I ain't fell off either. I think I see you guys in there. It's crazy, y'all. And you can't do it. You can't. There's no way. And see, this is the society that we're dealing with. And I'm telling you, man, our enemies are smart. Yeah, I think you fell off there.
Yeah, Con, I got this this mouse that I have, man. It's okay. Yeah, it's lucky.
Yeah, no, our enemies are smart, and they sitting back right now laughing at us because they're like, look at these niggas, look at these niggas. We don't even need the Ku Klux Klan. Think about it. You think you think our enemies need a motive to kill us now? They don't, because we're killing ourselves. and the main thing that's killing us is these households being led by single women.
God, that's crazy.
That's worse. You know what, man? I would rather have the Ku Klux Klan coming after us, man. At least we could bind together and do something about it. But damn, right. Man, this is like the silent killer of our people.
Facts.
Women leading men, little boys to men, and you wonder why. Why there's no men out there.
You know what, man, too? You know what I always hear is them women talking about they don't got to be in their masculinity. You don't have any masculinity. You don't have that's impossible, right? An XY chromosome, right? Y'all are XX chromosome. Y'all don't have the Y chromosome. There is no masculinity in y'all, period. I don't understand why they even say that. You know what I mean? Like, you literally don't have the makeup. You don't have the genetic makeup to do it. You don't have it. Right? That's why the Most High made him the helpmeet. But for some situation, right, even saying that has gotten to a even saying that is being offensive, right? Saying that, hey, y'all are help me. Y'all not the meant to have to be out here, dreaming about what all y'all gonna do and your dreams and what all you gonna come through. No, man, that's not what the Most High made y'all for. The Most High made y'all for the man. Your goal, every single woman on the earth, their goal is to be able to get with a man, to get with a man of substance, or get with a man that follows the law, statutes, and commandments, not a man that tickles your fancy, make you feel butterflies and all that nonsense. Back in the days, we had in the scriptures, we had the men, right? The fathers was choosing, right? To marry the daughter is a weighty thing, right? Back in the days, you had the fathers that was choosing, because the fathers would know who would be the best man for his daughter. Right? Not some Pookie, not Tank Top Tommy. All right? Some brother that's actually responsible, right? He has a good head on his shoulder. He has a little bit of wisdom, right? He can carry the family far. Those are the folks that we're supposed to be looking forward towards. You're supposed to be guarding over your daughters. Not supposed to be letting them out there doing what they want to say. Man, we don't care about the mom talking about stuff. Well, let her live. Shut up. We don't care about her talking about let her live her life and no, we don't want none of that, because if you end up doing that, they always choose the things that it's not good for them. Man, you can look at that. If the best of them couldn't do it, and that's Eve, these other branches off from Eve, they're not going to be able to do it. This is why the men need to stand up and to stay in charge of the situations. You out there, you sitting there, let your woman choose her own situation, and you don't. Well, I think my daughter let her choose this, and well, my daughter likes this guy, and I'm gonna think, no, you don't give him no chance. If your daughter says that she likes a person, well, you need to bring this nigga up. Oh, hey, I need to talk to this guy. I need to see what type of dude he is. And you as a father, you know whether he's a good guy or not. If it's not, you need to get him away from your daughter. And who cares if your daughter is mad and she don't like it? Too bad, honey, you're not being around him. And guess what? If you don't listen to me, right, you're only gonna get one outfit, and you're gonna wear that same outfit all week long. These situations need to stop. You have your sons. You have to meet the girlfriend of your sons. Fathers, mothers too. Meet your sons' girlfriends. Meet the son. You know what I'm saying? Meet who your children are dealing with. Because if you don't, you're gonna have more niglet babies being born and not getting married. Man, it's ridiculous, man.
Good luck with that.
I know, right? Tell me about it,
man. Hey, nobody's bothered. They're not even bothering to get married anymore, man. Women, most of these women aren't even bothering to get married no more. It's a hustle, and as we see, the financial gap gets tighter and tighter. Gets wider and wider between our people and the heathens, especially for us. We're going to see more hustles. We're going to see more hustle scams with these women. and it's like, and it's not like they're already, they're already giving it out for free. So I mean, think about it. Y'all heard what that one lady said. It's like, I don't care. I'm gonna have more. I'm gonna probably have 14 here soon, in the next 5 years. She called herself the welfare queen.
The welfare queen. That's some wicked stuff, boy.
Hey, they know what they're doing. It's just like a person saying, "Hey, I'm gonna ride the wheels. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off." Well, that's exactly what they're gonna do. Nothing you can say is gonna change their mind. I mean, it's wicked, man.
It's wicked. It's wicked.
It's wicked beyond measure, man. It's like, hey, okay, that's why the judgment of the Most High is going to be so extreme to a lot of our people. And I could truly see how Isaiah 4:1 will come into play.
God, that thing's gonna, bro. Listen, that thing, Isaiah 4:1 ain't gonna be no joke. You know what I'm saying? That Isaiah 4:1, man, sisters, man, I implore you, please, y'all have to get it together, because, man, Hamashiach's not playing no games. It's not going to be like what y'all think is going on like it is now. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like none of that, man. Y'all, man, the most high, he's not playing no games like that. Right? He's not trying to listen to what you got to say or any of that stuff, man. You see how he did Miriam? That's like a prime example right there, because that was the cousin of Aaron. Or was it Aaron's sister? That was Aaron's sister?
That was Aaron.
Right?
That was because brother Aaron and Moses were brothers, so that was
So man, I mean, like, if you look at that, like, the Most High, man, like, she was high up there. Matter of fact, she was a prophetess, right? So you gotta look at it, man. The Most High was dealing with her, but then when she stepped out of line, tried to come into the man and try to worry about what Moses was doing, the Most High, man, knocked her upside the head with leprosy and kicked her out the camp for a week. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, man, that's some, hey, just for her, talking out of turn, like, hold up, yo. Hey, man, you don't say nothing against no men. So it's gonna be a huge, eye opener, when the Most High come back, when the Most High sends Hamashiach back.
That's a good point you bring up, man, because if you look at the way things are now, man, and this is why, man, like, men, it's like allow the women to talk over them now. Because think about it, man. Well, you can't even, like, these young boys now, they allow their mothers to talk over them. That stuff is crazy, man. That stuff is crazy out. Scary, man. And that's why you have a lot of weak men, because they can't, it's like their mother rules the conversations. And they get used to that. They grow up like that. And it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna let the woman just lead. I'm gonna let her be the decision maker. I'm gonna let her rule the household. Dang.
Yeah, you can't do that, Israel.
Yep, and that's what's happening, man. And I see a lot of brothers, caught up in that, and they just don't know what to do. Well, I don't know what to do. She cooks good, and remember that one brother, man, that wanted you to apologize for his wife or something like that, man? That was crazy.
Man, yeah.
Man, I was like, we was at a camp. And some old simp dude, man, wanted 8 times to apologize. Because, man, we were speaking the truth, man. It's like, look, man, don't be speaking in the presence of men like that. Go to your husband, Damn.
Yeah, old girl, I mean, homeboy wife was out of line. Yeah. And I guess it was just Israel. Like, sometimes you just dealing with stuff, and then you be like realizing that our brothers out here, man, they'd be dealing with some unruly women, and then when they come into the faith, right, they're not really, 10 toes down about how it's supposed. Now, I'm not saying you're supposed to be some, He-Man, get your ass over there and do what I tell you, woman. I'm not
dragging about her hair like a caveman.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to lead with, gentleness, right? Because as we see how Hamashiach, he led the church, right? The church was led with, gentleness for the most part until we started, cutting up. But, that's how the same thing goes, right? That's how the same thing goes. The Most High, he doesn't, when the Most High puts the men in charge, right? You know, he wants you to lead with righteousness. He doesn't want you to, lead as He-Man ass nigga.
Hey, when I was growing up, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Women got out of line, man. They got backhand. All right, we may go back to that, man. Hey, I grew up like that. Like my granddad didn't play with grandma. She got out of line. Hey, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. She got backhand.
Damn. Yeah, man.
But you know what though? She didn't get out of line ever since after that, and everything was cool. Look, I'm not trying to make it seem like, but you have to be in a situation where a woman is constantly running her mouth and everything. Back in the day, for OG, man, just to backhand his wife.
Yeah, but yeah. Normally doing those type of situations.
Yeah.
Like the reason why we have so many disrespectful women today, and I'm not, the Most High is an advocate of violence, right? I don't want y'all, nobody look at me and say, you're advocating violence on people and this, that, and the third. No, I'm not advocating violence on no one, right? But if you look out of the way it was, right, back in the day, hey, better than, let's say, for example, the days in the Wild Wild West when when everybody, they were just carrying their guns on their hip, right? You weren't out there, talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? You weren't out there, shooting off at the man. That could be your last day on earth right there, right? You understood your place in life, right? Nowadays, right, the white, we have civilized the world to the point where you can feel like that you can just talk whatever you want to talk. Hey, man, talk all kind of crap. You can be keyboard warrior, say all this crazy stuff without actually, tempering your tongue, like the Book of James. If you go to Book of James, it talks about how you're supposed to temper your tongue and the way that you speak to people. Right nowadays, man, there's nothing that's holding people back, man. They're acting a damn donkey. Back in my day when I was in school, man, you weren't allowed to say any old thing, right? You weren't allowed to say, oh yeah, well, I want to be a homosexual and have wild color hair and I want to be a dim day zimzer, right? You get your ass beat up, stuffed in the locker, right? And the next day you come to school dressed normal, man, because you had to get that stuff out of your system, right? The same thing, the same thing. Like I had a homeboy named Ricky. I was studying martial arts with. A sister came up to him, talking crazy and slapped him. He jump spinning back kicked her. Oh yeah, it's craziness. Yeah, it's wild stuff, right? Jump spinning back kicked her, right? Knocked on the ground like some old Bruce Lee movie type stuff. And hey, but guess what though? She ain't hit no other dude for the rest of the school semester.
That's the way it should be.
You see what I'm saying? It's like these things are the stuff that need to be taught at home. If you have your father in the home, right, and you have your mother that's under your father, if she's learning correctly, right, these are the things that need to be taught at home.
Yep. But see, the problem is that now you look at the rates of these single-led black mother homes, they're not going to have that spirit because, look, now that these kids are growing up with no respect, and they think that they go out and put their hands on people, and that's what's happening because they're so used to talking back to men because the mothers don't have no respect for a man. You don't got no father in the home, so guess what? You're not going to respect no man on the outside. So what do you think is going to happen when you go up to a man? You think you can put your hands on him as a woman because you never had a father in the home. You never had nobody to discipline you. You were always being justified for your wickedness. Then the first time you go out and hit a man, you get shot. You wonder what's going on. Or you get back spin kick. You like, what did he do that for? Well, because you wanted to be a man. So you proved that you wanted to be a man. Well, guess what? I saw a video. It was an old video. This bus driver, it was a city bus driver, and this woman was all in his face, just talking. And then he tried to deflect the situation, but you know what she did? She put her hands on the brother. And it wasn't no soft hit. She welled back and hit the dude in the side of the face. So it's okay. The dude got up and uppercut the hell out that woman, like lifted her up like 2 feet off the ground.
Dang, that's crazy. Why she hit him like that? That's insane.
Yeah. He was trying to deflect the situation, and the brother was like, "Okay, you want to act like a man? I'm gonna treat you like a man." Man, I applauded that dude. I applauded that brother. I don't care. You can say what you want. Oh, man shouldn't hit a woman. Man shouldn't hit a woman. Well, that's because a lack of discipline of a woman how to speak to a man. You do wicked, you're gonna get wicked results. Bottom line, I don't feel sorry for no woman that get backhand because she putting her hands on a person and the brother's trying to all he can to try to deflect it. And you get backhand, and all of a sudden now your ass want to act like the victim.
Well, we got a lot of Israel. We got a lot of we're too far into the future to be acting like this. We're too far into the future to be acting like this. Still, right? It's 2,000 years later. We still don't know how to treat each other.
We're acting like this because these kids are growing up to act like that. That's the thing. There's no restraints. You saw that video of them 3 boys in the bathrobes, and then their mother coming to their defense. That's the problem. You got these mothers being friends to their kids. That is the most dangerous thing. Yeah.
It doesn't say that. You were supposed to be a parent.
They weren't their parent. They're buddies. You don't even have parenting no more. A single mother cannot be a parent. They're being friends to these kids. They come to the aid. And man, can you imagine Nigger Fatigue? Can you imagine being a school teacher in a public school in a predominantly black neighborhood, and you got to deal with these nigglets? You talking about Nigger Fatigue? Like, think about it, man. Think about it. Like you can only do so much as a teacher. You can't put your hands on these kids as a teacher, or you lose your job. You can't discipline them. You gotta sit there and you gotta take the insults. In other words, you just gotta sit there and be a bitch while these kids just verbally abuse you. Hey, I'm gonna call it like it is. Right. And I feel bad for teachers. This is why teachers are quitting in mass numbers, because of Nigger Fatigue. Man, it ain't their jobs to train and raise these children. Their job is strictly to teach. But yet they gotta deal with these niggas on a daily basis.
And then the parents. And then you can't deal with the parents because the parents were nigglers too coming up. They came up on the single mother homes. So when you go and then tell the parents about them, hey, your little John, he don't know how to behave. Little Daquan, man, he acting a donkey. Well, don't tell my child how to do this. And my little sweet little honey bun, he know what you know what I'm saying? Like, no, man. You got a wicked ass kid, and I need to stick my foot up his behind.
Yep.
Because he doesn't have a father in the home. What you got, Art?
Man, we're going for hours with this boy. But and this is crazy, y'all. And I mean, just man, look up the statistics of teachers quitting in 2025 from 2023 to 2025. Just look at the statistics, man. It will blow your mind. And the same comments is the same. It's always the same. I can't deal with these kids. And then the parents, they want to justify their bad behavior, and then they want to jump on the teachers.
Wickedness, man.
They want to jump on the teachers for trying to instruct their kids to do the right thing. And they come in, man, you ought to see the amount of videos of these parents, these single mother, these nigger women coming, trying to jump on the teachers because they want to support their kids' bad behavior. They don't want you saying nothing to their kids as far as trying to help them to improve.
Want to scream racism, want to complain, want to say the white man. Oh, the white man. Oh, the white man. I'm so sick. I'm so sick of hearing that. It's the white man. No, it's you. You're just sorry.
Yep.
Right, man. We don't want to hear about giving you government handouts and stuff like this, man. Slavery was years ago. Right now, you could. I know a brother that went to prison for 10 years, came out of prison, and now he's making a 6-figure job. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear nothing about brothers that can't get it in, that can't make it. I don't want to hear that.
No excuse.
Facts. There's absolutely no excuse.
It's good. I grew up in the projects. You know what I'm saying? I seen what drugs do to people. I seen what crack do to people. I seen grown men get shot point blank. as a kid. You know, but I had to make a decision. You know, it's like, man, I ain't doing that. You know, I ain't going through that. You know, but the good thing about fathers in the hood is that even though, you know, fathers were poor, but man, they knew how to keep that discipline.
Bring it out, brother.
Yeah. So I mean, like Brother Ox said, there's no excuse. And
None.
You can't continue to play the victim. You ain't got to work, man. You just got to do what you got to do, and keep these commandments. The Most High is going to take care of you, you know. But you got a lot of people out here playing the victim, and they all being led by single mothers. These be the main ones. You don't hear brothers out there really complaining like that. You know, it just be these single mother women that be out there complaining. Oh, he's racist. You know, man, I saw this one vid, and you know, it had a bunch of fat women on the panel, right? And they were blaming Trump for being overweight. Trump's a racist. This is why we're overweight. Because he's cutting down the policies and he's stressing us out. Bunch of fat black women, man. It was disgusting, man. It was crazy. Hey.
Man, good.
And don't even get on that. Let's not even get on that, man. Because that's a whole nother issue, man. Obesity amongst our people, man, is ridiculous. And this is why we have the unhealthiest. We have the shortest lives of all races. Our lifespan.
Eyesore among the nations.
Our lifespan, if you make it to 70 years, you're doing good as a person, as a black person. You're doing good. Dang. But dang, man, the average lifespan is like 70 years old. That's ridiculous.
Man. Them boys like, oh man.
And that's on the high end.
Fat niggas. Man, look at this old fat roly-poly niggas coming up here. Oh man. They got their hand out. They ain't gonna do nothing but complain and want something for free. Look, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's how we look at these nations, man. That's crazy.
They get tired because every time we go to restaurants, we want to act a donkey. The food don't taste right. I want this redone. I want the biggest one in there too.
Looking like a damn beach whale. Your ass in there talking about how it don't taste. Man, get your man. Yo, man. Yo.
Oh man. And then they want to tip. And then they want to tip and then try to leave without paying. Yeah. Always want something for free. Dang.
Boy. Come on, Israel.
Man, we be doing the most, y'all. I'm telling you, man, we be I can see why the other nations are sick of us. But we be doing the most.
At all times.
Ain't nobody be. Just think about it, man. Would you want to be, you know, this is why a lot of brothers, they have nigger fatigue too. This is why a lot of brothers they don't get with black women, man. They get with Asian women, they get with white women, or different races of women, except for ours. And I talked to a brother, man, and I says, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, what's the difference between, you know, her and, you know, a black woman? They told me, man, I got more peace than I've ever had in my life. And they tell me, man, I tried working out with a black woman. It was just impossible because of the drama. It's always something. And, you know, and I hate when the black woman says, oh, well, if he doesn't want me at my best, at my worst, then he can't see me at my best. Well, bitch, I mean, woman, well, shit, it seems like you're always at your worst 24/7. Damn. Always at your worst 24/7. Talking about, oh, if you can't see me, if you can't take it at my worst, you can't see me at my best. Well, shit, when was the last time you've been at your best? Go around here waking up with an attitude every day, 24/7, talking about you can't handle me at my worst, then you can't be with me at my best. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. But exactly. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Mess. See that?
Yep.
Well, we had to have the biggest woman out of all the women in the whole nation. It don't make no sense. And then not on top of that, right? I remember back in the day where at least the damn big woman, they knew that they had to be somewhat nice and to do that, to have a man. But nowadays, man, the big women think they 10s. They think they 10s and they got attitudes, right? They want to sleep with everybody and think that, oh, I need 6 foot 80 niggas, and he got to be making $800,000 million a year for me and my 4 babies. Come on, man. Are you serious right now? Meanwhile, you slept with Tank Top Tommy that was living in his damn grandma's basement, didn't have a car. He was riding a bicycle over your house, beating up the guts. But now you got 4 kids, you 39 years old, and now you saying that you need a 6-figure dude that's 6 foot tall and all kind of wicked and all kind of foolishness. Raising up Lil Day and them in the hood to act the damn donkey. Nigger fatigue. Nigger fatigue. I'm serious, man. It's crazy.
It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. And like I said earlier, we got to bleed out. Most High's gonna let this thing go on until it gets to the point where I'm telling you, man, the heathens are gonna start picking up weapons. They're gonna just start killing, man. They just start killing niggas, man. They so tired. You know what? Niggas are already doing that. I mean, black folks are already doing that. We're tired of the mess. Every time you see us, we're carjacking. We're going in stores, causing mayhem. Doing all kinds of wickedness, out there twerking all the time. Having babies by the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Don't even care. Man. Just this, and then you wonder why the man should step up. Well, your ass out there hoeing around being a harlot. Ain't how you gonna expect someone to step up to you? Ain't no righteous man gonna step up to you. And that, like Dr. Umar put out one time, he says, man, we need to have all the men step up to these stepmothers and take responsibility. That joker is simp, man. And he got, he probably come from a baby mama himself. I ain't had no father in the home.
When he said that.
Yeah.
Nigga, shut up.
This joker, man. Ain't no righteous brother trying to step up to no hoe. Ain't nobody trying to play Captain Save a Hoe.
Not supposed to, right? That's what repentance comes into play. Exactly. Repentance in the scriptures is not sisters getting with brothers after they have children or this, that, and that. No, that's not what it is. It's they're making supplications to the Lord. They're to move back in with their parents. They're helping their parents. They're being upstanding citizens of the community. Shutting down all Pookies, all Ray Rays, Tank Top Tommies, and bareback Byrons. Y'all got the
it was a bareback Byrons.
Come on, Israel.
Oh my goodness. Man, we're in trouble, man.
Man,
we're getting ready to see destruction on a level that we've never seen before. We've never been in a time like this. When has there ever been a time where 80% of black single mother households are led by women? When has there ever been a time? You can't show me in the scriptures where you had women leading the household. Show me anywhere in the scriptures where you saw a woman leading the household.
No one.
I challenge anyone out here listening right now. If you can show me one scripture, we'll go there. Show me one scripture where a woman was leading the household back in the days.
Was it out there? They got to know that.
Man, that's what I'm saying. This is why we're at a time like we've never seen before. The most dangerous time. And that's why when you see all these women, you see women on social media, man. Talking about I had dreams and this and that, and it'd be a harlot speaking. The moment you see a woman speaking like that, that right there should be a red flag. Turn that thing off
immediately.
Or any woman that harlot is trying to give advice to men, turn that thing off. When they're trying to break down scriptures before men, turn that thing off.
Y'all, right. Matter of fact, you probably should say something before you go. Get your wicked ass off here.
Yeah.
Shut up. I'm serious, right? You probably should say something on the way out the door. Y'all not saying nothing is letting them think that it's okay. That we can just we gonna continue to be priests and preachers. Think we're gonna lead the home. We can raise the boys and we're gonna raise the men Yeah, the white man that gave us all the power in the world, and we're gonna continue to use it on you niggas, so we can continue to destroy the community. Hey, Israel, we got women, multiple abortions. 40% of all the abortions in the United States is done by our women. These are not good people. The wickedness is very extremely high. They want to wait until they get old to get married, and they want to have other children. They want to have multiple children by multiple. Matter of fact, it said 40%, right? Another 40% number. 40% of our women, they have children by 2 baby daddies or more. Damn.
It's a high number.
That's a high number.
And imagine taking the next 10 years from that. We're going to be going to our 5th generation. And it's going to be even worse than the 4th.
Man, come on. I'll cut it out.
Yeah. Hey, man, it's reality, man. It's hitting hard. To the point, man, where when me and Aton's generation die out, man, it's going to be, man, it's going to be crazy.
It's already crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be beyond something, man. We can't even, man. Like, you can't even comprehend with these dudes, especially here at the workplace, man. These women, you can tell brothers who've been raised up by their mothers, because they always argue. Like the women, they always want to be right. They argue and put up like the women. They very high emotional, very sensitive, easily offended. And it's crazy. I never seen anything like it.
Man, it's insane.
It's like you dealing with a woman in a man's body. Scary.
Insane. Insanity. On max level. Man.
If anybody have any questions or anything, anybody want to come on the live, go ahead and put that link in the box again, Aton. We'll give you some time to if you got any questions related to the topic we've been doing. Because I mean, now I want to ask y'all something. Now I want to make sure that me and Aton, we're not going crazy. But have you all been experiencing nigger fatigue? Just if you have, put a 1. If you think it's getting worse, put a 1.
Yeah, don't lie.
Don't lie. I want to make sure. I want to make sure me and Aka ain't the only one experiencing this thing. And if y'all see the way things are going with all this single-led mother stuff, how crazy it's getting. Yep.
Straight up.
Man, it's crazy, y'all. And it's everywhere. It's everywhere out throughout the U.S., man. When you see where there's a concentration of us, all households are led by single mother homes. The nuclear family is almost dead, y'all. It's almost dead, completely dead. And it's crazy because the nuclear family that's been together for a while now breaking up. Like, who was that brother, Judge Mathis? Remember his wife? They've been married for over 40 years.
Yeah.
Man, his wife gonna decide to break up with him. Why? Because she felt like she wants to experience herself.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The only thing she want to experience is another man.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only reason they want to break the home 9 times out of 10, because they think there's something better out there. Nobody wants your old dusty ass.
She wants a younger man. She wants a younger man. That's what they're going for.
They need to just go back home. Go back home. Only thing you're gonna do is gonna get out there for a little while, right? They're gonna slut you out, and you're gonna feel guilty and stupid, and then you're gonna know it's gonna be too late for you to go back home to your man where you should have been in the first place. That FOMO, fear of missing out, that is such a huge thing in our community. Well, I don't think I should get married when I'm 18 or 19. No, I think I should get experience. Experience what? What are you talking about? Sit your fast ass down somewhere and marry a man. Once you going out here running up the body count, man. I mean, like, our people are so wicked right now. It is insane. It is insane.
Crazy. Yep. Judge Mathis.
Judge Mathis. That's what that was.
Yep. After 39 years of marriage, I'm reading it on the little Google thing. It says Judge Mathis' wife Linda has filed for divorce after 39 years of marriage.
39 years of marriage.
The couple separated on July 17, 2023, and Linda cited irreconcilable differences. What?
Yeah.
As the reason for the split.
Not that again.
You're right. She wanted a man. She wanted a man. She wanted somebody younger that she can like play with and boss around and get some sexual enjoyment out of.
Yeah. A lot of the women are wicked, man. I think they out there. Man, you can't do that.
Yeah.
The men are the stabbers. You are the stabbies.
Yep.
Like the man enters you. It's not the same. It's not the same damn situation. I don't know why y'all think y'all can be out there. Y'all can do just the same thing amount as men. This is why the kids are growing up all messed up. And man, imagine Daquan, he got to see his mom bring in this dude, and this dude, and this dude. That's just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, look at this, man. Been married after 39 years. They've had kids have grown up and everything. And this is what's happening. So like the nuclear families that do exist, they're splitting up as we speak. They're splitting up. Even though a lot of their kids are grown, but man, the nuclear family in the U.S., the black nuclear, the Israelite nuclear family is going away quickly.
Yeah, that's destroyed.
Man, it's probably you know what we probably have to do a study on that, man. But I'm sure it's way below 3% right now. I'm pretty sure it's below 3% because if we make up 13% of the U.S. population, and if 80% of households are being led by single black mothers, I can only imagine the nuclear families is at least around 3% or lower.
Damn.
I would give it the benefit of the doubt to say 3.3 maybe, but that's stretching it. That's stretching it.
I don't think it's that far, but yeah,
no,
I
man.
think that's a stretch.
I think it's 3 or lower, but man, it's crazy. Like the nuclear mindset family is going away because they're thinking, I want to be single. I want to do it myself. I want to be free to experience my soul, as they say. I want to just do what I want to do as a woman. I don't want to be tied down to marriage anymore. I don't want those vows. After you done made the vows before the Almighty, now it's like you don't want those vows no more. The Most High is going to hold you responsible to that. You sat there and made vows before the Most High. That's serious. What is those vows for better or for worse, for sickness or
and health.
Health.
Death do us part.
Until death do us part.
That's right.
Right. I don't care if that brother. I don't care if Matthew came down with cancer or something. You got to be by his side until the day he passes.
That's right.
Or recovers.
What to say?
Yep. But people, man, they don't. They don't. And if you can't take the marriage vow serious enough, then how can you take keeping the laws of the Most High serious? You ain't gonna want to do that. And this is why a lot of women don't want to submit, because once a woman realizes what's required of the law, they don't want to do that because it requires them to submit to a man. No, I don't want to do that. Wait a minute now. I didn't know that the law was going to involve this. I didn't know being an Israelite. You can't be considered as a daughter of Zion. Then you might as well be considered as spittle, as a heathen. You can't obey the Most High because that's the way the Most High is looking at our people as heathens.
That's sad.
There ain't no chosen vessel. If you out there holding around and being a harlot and being a Pookie and Ray Ray, you ain't the children of the Most High.
That's right. You're the children of the serpent seed.
Exactly.
Let's get out of here.
Yep.
Says, my children hear my voice.
And you're going to be destroyed along with your enemies. Did anybody have any questions? I didn't see me look at the comment box right quick.
Nah, I didn't see nothing on there.
Yeah. Unless you got something, anything else, Brother Ock, man, that's pretty much, all I wanted to say. Pretty much wrap it up.
Yeah, I don't have anything, brother.
Yeah, Yashua. But man, I really hope, Yashua, that this really sticks to you. I really pray that you see what's really happening here. I mean, we're in a crisis right now. A crisis that is so bad that the choices of women that a righteous brother can choose are fading away like the wind. Like for a brother to choose a righteous woman, like a Proverbs 31 woman, that's like trying to find a diamond in the ocean, in the Atlantic Ocean. And the Pacific Ocean combined. If you combine the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean, it would be like trying to find a diamond amongst that. That right there tells you that's damn nearly impossible. They don't exist no more.
Come on,
because of the wickedness of our people.
That's crazy. I mean, seriously.
No. Let that sink in for a little bit. Let that sink in for a little bit. It's I mean, now I can see why. I can see why, when Ezekiel said, man, oppression makes a wise man mad. Oppression makes I feel like I've become mad because it's like I see the wickedness of my people. It's like, damn, what can you do?
There's nothing to do, man. But continue to pray.
Yeah, exactly. And if our people have decided to ride this thing till the wheel falls off, guess what? Like that girl, she said she's gonna have more kids, and she's proud of her 7 kids, and she's proud to be on welfare. She don't care. You got sisters like that. That's
crazy, man.
Set for destruction.
Facts. She's gonna get destroyed, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. That is.
And guess what? She's gonna cause many other women to go down the same path. Now, I know y'all get tired of here, but man, we're gonna keep blowing this trumpet, man, because it is the main thing that's killing this. I'm telling you, of all the stuff that's killing our people, this is it. Homes being led by single mothers. That is the silent killer. And no one's really, some of our people are talking about it, but the women can't see it. They think it's the best thing since sliced bread because they got their kids and they're free and single, as they think. But it's the main thing that is killing Israel right now. It is killing us. Slowly, but it's killing us. Because when you destroy a family that has the inability to produce men, you ain't gotta worry about an insurrection. You ain't gotta worry about nobody fighting back.
Facts.
Because women aren't made to fight back. Women are made to submit. And when you got a brother who's raised up by a woman and they got that submitting spirit, they're not gonna challenge nothing. You ain't gonna see no more Fred Hamptons rising up. You ain't gonna see no more Malcolm X's rising up. You ain't gonna see no more. That's over with. You ain't gonna see no more Marcus Garveys.
Facts. You ain't gonna see none of that. Well, we can't because we got the women. The women are raising up to men. You're not gonna have any more of those kind of guys no more.
No more militant brothers. Only feminine brothers.
That's right, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame.
Can't even think for themselves anymore because they got the mindset of a woman.
Man.
Oh man.
I mean, like, damn. That's man.
Oh man. Could I borrow your tools? Because I don't have, because I never, my dad never taught me how to use it.
Oh, damn.
Oh man. Oh man, I know I gotta catch it, boy. You got feminine brothers, man. Yeah, brother, I gotta teach all these men how to do stuff, man, because they never been taught.
Yeah, that's a damn shame, man. That's a damn. Like, come on, man. Are you serious?
I got 2 jobs. He got to do his job, and then he got to teach the men how to be men.
And we shouldn't have to do that. And that's the sad thing about it. You know what I mean? We shouldn't have to do nothing like that.
That's funny, man. Mm-hmm. Ooh, man, boy. Yasharel, we are in for a hell of a destruction ride. And unfortunately, we're witnessing it. We're witnessing it in real time. In real time. Hey.
Damn, man.
Can't do nothing but laugh, man. Sometimes and sit back and pray because the damage has already been done. The damage has already been done twice over. Think about it. 80% of households led by single mothers. Done. We're destroyed. That's a wrap. You ain't raising no fighters. You raising a bunch of fags and bunch of effeminate questionizers.
That's it.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, man. Them dudes ain't doing nothing. They have they're all emotional.
All emotional.
They want to shoot their own brother. Oh, my brother said, I want to shoot him. Look at your.
And then you see more men getting on the internet, putting all their business on the internet. Like, damn, that's something a woman to do. You're a grown ass man with a full beard. I was like, damn. He put that he got fired from his job and everything, man. He put all that stuff on there. And people eat that, man, and he gonna back and whine like a woman. You don't know what trying to make my situation into, I'm like, dude got a full grown beard, look like Perry Williams from the Chicago Bears. Oh, huge linebacker looking dude, man. You up there acting like a woman.
That's crazy, man. Good gracious.
Oh my goodness, man.
Well, Israel, we'll talk y'all head off all night, man.
Yep. Well, I don't see no questions on here, so looks like everybody see it. Let me see what this is right here. I saw something. Let's see, that's the red lights. There's a woman in the car who 2 or 3 kids in the car, no seat belts, no car seats, and bonnets. Well, maybe she'll have an accident or something like that, and then the Most High take them out. And that's what we gotta worry about. They ain't wearing no seat belts.
Well, we got bonnets in the car, man. That's wild.
Yep, that's what we're gonna see. But you know what? Sit back and don't get in them. All I gotta say is don't get in the Most High's way. You can't. This can't be fixed, Yasharel. The only fixing that this is gonna happen is gonna have to just bleed itself out, and a lot of people are gonna just have to die and be destroyed, just like it was in the wilderness. A lot of people didn't make it, but hey, nothing new under the sun, right? All right, then, Yasharel, unless you got something, brother Eitan, got a last word you want to give him?
No, I think I'm, just, keep your head up, Israel, man. Let's keep these commandments. I pray the Most High come back in a quick, fast, in a hurry.
I don't know about that, but I know one thing. We all going to our graves, so y'all better make the best of it. Keep these commandments. Keep these commandments, Yasharel, and live righteous. That's all we can do on this. That's what we can do on this earth. Live righteous, keep the commandments, and give whatever knowledge you can give to the younger generation. Pray that they do something with it.
That's right.
Because then, it's on them. But other than that, we're going to bid you a hearty shalom.
And stay strong, Israel. Stay strong.